Hi guys. To start out for the semester, you are going to be using Lightroom to create your catalog. This particular catalog you will be using for the entire semester. As we will have discussed in class, Lightroom's catalogs are used as a form of organization as well as holding onto the thumbnails or the pictures of how we're editing our digital images. So to start out, I have my external drive plugged in. You'll notice up in the upper right hand corner. Anything that you have plugged into a Mac should show up on your desktop, whatever name it is. We will go through that process when we format your external drive if you choose to do so. And I named mine Allison Fechtel, which is my name, but you can tell that it's cut off a little bit, so it's Allison Fecht. That's, like I like to say, my DJ name. So anything that's plugged in will show up on the desktop. If you have something plugged into the computers at school and it's not showing up, sometimes that means there's some sort of issue with the connectivity, meaning you need to just unplug it and plug it into a different port on that computer, etc. So now that I know that's there, next step is signing into Adobe if I have not already with the account that we created first class. Then I'm going to go down to the bottom of my screen. I have Lightroom Classic in my dock. You may need to go over to the Launchpad, which when you click it, it shows you all the apps, right? That should be downloaded on that particular computer. I'm going to click again the background. I have mine in my dock. I'm going to hover over it. It lets me know it's Adobe Lightroom Classic, LRC. Click on that baby, and it will open up. Now, you guys will notice immediately that I already have a catalog open. This is an old catalog. Obviously, I have multiple catalogs. For your purposes, this will be blank. But I do want you to notice up here at the top, under this white bar, you'll see the name. This is what I have named it. It was wild. It has to deal with a series of wildflowers that I photographed. And you'll see LRCAT, and that is Lightroom Catalog. Shocking, I know. For right now, what you're going to do, this is one time you're doing this, right? You are going to go to File, and you're going to go to New Catalog. Now, you may have a slightly different interface if there is no catalog that's already been opened on that particular computer. That's okay. It will be obvious, and/or I can help you. And you're going to go to New Catalog and create your catalog. Now, this is important. You'll notice this dialog box that opened up. Save as. This is where you are going to be thoughtful and think about, what do you want to name your catalog for the semester? I mean, you could indeed name it Digital Media 2025. Let's do that. Easy peasy. Next, you are going to make sure you are saving it, not on the desktop, guys, but over here on this gray bar of this dialog box. I'm going to Locations. I'm going to select my external drive, and I'm going to hit Create. Now, every time you close your catalog, when you bring your new catalog in, open it up, start working with it, every time you close it out to leave class, etc., it's going to ask you if you want to back up the information. This is just part of the workflow when you use Lightroom a lot. For our purposes for the semester, we don't need to do that, so we're going to hit skip this time. It's going to close it out and reopen it with my brand new, beautiful, ta-da, Digital Media 2025 LRCAT or Lightroom Catalog. Now, yours is going to look like this, right? There's not going to be any information. There's going to be no photographs that you've brought in. What I just want you to notice, you just created that. I'm going to go up here, Lightroom Classic. I can either quit Lightroom Classic or do Command Q, or this little stoplight thingy. I'm going to hit the yellow. It's going to diminish. Beautiful. Next, I'm going to come over, double click on my external drive, and you will notice what is there. Isn't that beautiful? Digital Media 2025, all you really need to check for. Don't worry about the other things, but you need to notice that there is a Digital Media 2025 LRCAT, which has that icon that shows you Lightroom Classic, right? So we know it successfully created the catalog and put that on my external drive. Now I'm going to come back down to Lightroom Catalog, open back that up, open that back up. And the next thing I want to show you, we'll have already talked about some of this in class, but when I have opened up Lightroom, the main two modules, Library and Develop, right? There's nothing to develop because I have no pictures in here. The majority of you are going to be using images that you shot with your phone camera, right? So you will have already set up a method to retrieve your images from your phone camera. We have discussed if you have an iPhone, you can do an AirDrop. AirDrop is an easy communication between your iPhone and another Apple product, in our case, the Macs. If you have an Android, you, of course, can create your own or use one you already have. Gmail account for your ability to upload to a Gmail box. I can't think of the name of the thing of it, whatever. And then sign into it at school and download again, right? So you have that free storage space through a Gmail account. You can also use an app on your phone that you can download, right, through Gmail. That in some ways it makes it simpler if you are indeed using your phone. We can talk a little bit more about that in class. Last but not least, you can use some sort of dedicated cord and take the images from your phone camera, and put it directly onto your external drive. So there's a couple of ways you can do that. So you've already done that. You've already created images, a file on your external drive where those digital images happen to be, right? So I'll wait one moment and we'll move on to the next video.